Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I am so excited for today's video because I actually have a fun little DIY in store for you. It's been a while since I've done a DIY on here, so I figured it was about time. I will say, if you're looking to get into the spooky spirit of things, I definitely have you covered with this one. It's really good, you guys. Like, if you're looking to feel a little bit more on the creepier side of things, then we definitely got you covered there. And if you're just looking to really get into a Gothic Victorian aesthetic, this will definitely help point you in the right direction. So, if all of that sounds like it's something that you would be interested in, make sure you stick around. So, as I mentioned, we have a fun little DIY for you today. Now, before we get into the DIY, I want to talk about the piece that is going to be the focal point of this. So, I recently shared a video of my Victorian couches, and the reason I'm bringing that up is you will notice in the video I have a little coffee table, like a temporary coffee table that I'm using right now until I find my perfect coffee table. But I'm using a little temporary one right now, and it just looks a little dull for my taste. And right now I just have a vase of Gothic flowers on the table, and I've really just been wanting to kind of like spruce it up. There we go. I've really just been wanting to spruce it up a little bit. And I'll actually include a picture here just so you can see what I'm talking about. And I'll tell you kind of like what my vision is for this space. So take a look at this really quick. And then as you can see, that is, I mean, it looks nice, but it's just a little dull for my taste, a little bland, and I want to spruce things up a bit, add a little bit of a spooky touch to this. So what we're going to be doing is I will actually be doing a little DIY of a recent exciting piece that I just picked up recently, and we're going to be turning it into a vase, if you will, or a kind of like a floral pot, a potted arrangement that you can put like, you know, greenery or floral in. And I'm just so excited with how this looks. So let's just introduce the piece really quick. Let me grab it. I am so excited to share this with you guys. I'm not even kidding. I'm so excited to share this with you. This might be one of my favorite antique finds that I have ever found. Ever. Like, in my entire almost 30 years, this is probably my favorite find that I have ever come across. And I am so excited to share it with you guys. So, without further ado, I would like to show you my newest piece. So this is the bottom portion of a genie lamp. And I had never heard of those before until just recently, you know, when we picked this piece up. But apparently this is the base of a lamp. And there used to be like this gold, you know, connecting pieces that were inside this part where the base part of the lamp connected up top here. Well, the antique store that we picked this up from said that at one point this lamp fell over and broke, which was very unfortunate. So when we stumbled upon it, it only had the gold connecting pieces that are right here. the connector for the, I mean, I don't know what it's called, the frame, like the frame for the glass part of the lamp, but it only had that. And because it broke, the antique store was offering this at a large discounted price. A steal of a deal for this, if I'm being quite honest. But it's just this beautiful bottom portion of a genie lamp, a vintage genie lamp, that has this ornate carved scene of what my boyfriend and I think this is a Venus. There's definitely like a cherub involved, and we have like a little goat guy that's right here, which I'm absolutely obsessed with, and it's just so next level, you guys. Like I can't even. The video definitely doesn't do this justice because there's a little bit of a glare, but it's truthfully a magical piece. And I'm trying to get this to zoom in on all the detail of those faces, because it really is. It's hauntingly beautiful. And I'm absolutely obsessed. I love this. And then on the sides, it's got a little guy that's carved right here. My boyfriend knew what this was called, and I feel very embarrassed that I don't know what this guy is called. If you know who he is, let me know down in the comments. But my boyfriend definitely called this the right terminology, and I don't remember who this figure is right here. But it's just this ornate antique piece with all these beautiful carvings on the front of it. And it's got it definitely fits my aesthetic in this home. I really wish there wasn't such a glare, because it does not do the piece justice. It's so beautiful, you guys. It's so beautiful. I'm absolutely obsessed, and I figured you guys would like it too. But it's absolutely hauntingly beautiful. And I am going to be turning this is going to be the base of our DIY today. So, what my plans for this are is, and as you can see, it's just hollowed out on the inside. So what my plans for this are is we're going to turn this into like a flower pot. And I've already picked out the greenery, the faux greenery that's going to go inside here, and it's just going to house a little potted plant. And of course it's going to be a fake one, because I would absolutely kill a real one. But not intentionally, but I learned that a long time ago. I'm not a plant keeper. Sorry, but I'm not. But anyways, it's just absolutely hauntingly beautiful. And I'm so excited. This is probably by far my favorite antique find that I've ever picked up. Like, ever. Like hands down, it's no contest. Like, this is probably my favorite antique find. That besides my antique couches, or my antique furniture, I should say, that outside of that this is probably my favorite find. And it was cool how it worked out. I have to give credit where credit is due. My boyfriend is actually the one who spotted this. So we picked this guy up at Old Crow Antiques, which is my favorite antique store. And my boyfriend is actually the one who spotted this guy. This was actually behind the counter of the front desk at Old Crow Antiques, where you check out. This was behind the checkout counter and way in the back. I never in a million years would have noticed this. I never would have noticed this. But my boyfriend has eyes of a hawk, and he was like, "What is that?" And I was like, "What?" I had no idea what he was talking about. And he pointed this out, and we could just tell from far away that it was something cool. And we asked him if we could look at it, or if somebody had already, purchased this. And they were like, "No, it broke recently." So then the lady grabbed it from behind the counter and brought it closer, and we realized how flippin' amazing it is. So anyways, there we have it. It's just this amazing piece that we are going to recommission into a flower pot. So without further ado, let's just get into this DIY. So let me set this guy down. All right, and so for this DIY, I've picked up a few things. First and foremost, I went over to Michael's and I picked up this faux plant. It's the perfect plant for this project. This is by one of my favorite lines. They always come through for Halloween decor, but apparently they come through for potted plants too. But it's by Ashland, and it's called a hanging bush. Oh my gosh, you guys, a hanging bush gerb. I have no idea what that is, and I probably mispronounced that, so I'm so sorry if I did. But that's what it's called, and I picked it up at Michael's. This was, I don't remember how much it was. These, I'm just going to be transparent, because I don't remember how much this was. I think this was over $10. The faux floral at Michael's is pretty pricey. I'm just gonna be quite honest. So my plans for this, it's gonna be a permanent fixture to this piece that we have here. So I don't plan on getting any more faux floral for a while because my goodness, these were pricey. My advice to you if you want faux floral is to go when there is a sale. I know there's a spring sale right now, but the unfortunate thing was all their spring florals did not fit the aesthetic I wanted. I wanted it to be like this greenery, like what you see here. So, anyways, moving right along, we picked this guy up. That is the first piece of our little craft that we're gonna do. And then we also, oh no, look at the expensive faux floral. Anyways, I'm gonna just put, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Anyways, the other thing we picked up for this craft is a little flameless candle. And this was necessary because I wanted a little centerpiece to go inside of this potted plant. And like I said, I already tested this out and this looks glorious, you guys. I'm really excited. So this is gonna be a pretty easy DIY. So let's just get to it. Hi everyone. So what I'm doing here is I'm just cutting the tag off of that faux potted plant that I bought. And now I'm just trying to get this stuffed into the base of the genie lamp. I spent a good while on this and eventually I didn't even like how it looked, so I just ripped it out and then started again. We do that a lot around here. Just start a project completely over. But sometimes you get a finished look that you just prefer all around. You know, had you just never done that in the first place. Anyways, I'm now just kind of finessing and fluffing and just kind of getting the plant to look as organic as possible. This took quite some time, but the beauty of these fake plants is you can really just do whatever you need to do. You could twist them in any direction or cram them into any space that you need to, and you don't have to worry about damaging them because they're fake. But I just kept kind of messing with it and getting it to look aesthetically pleasing to the eye. And now I'm hollowing it out in the center and adding the candle. And I didn't need to spend much time on that because, you know, I had a vision for how I wanted that to look, and I feel like it came together pretty nicely. And now we're just adding those pieces that came off and just kind of making it look a little bit more organic. And I was pretty happy with how it looked at this point. And I really feel that I achieved a very natural look here. And we're done. All right, so here we are. We're at the coffee table now, and I'm just putting the centerpiece down. And I wanted this to be center, but not too much, just because we have some other pieces going on the table. This bust that you see here, I picked up at a little shop called Ritual Craft. I've had that for a little over a year now. And now we're just adding a flameless candle and stand for the candle, or pedestal, I should say, just to kind of tie all of this together. And I'm just kind of fine-tuning things just to make it look as aesthetically pleasing as possible. Now we're just setting the candle to the timer setting. And just like that, there you have it. I'm really happy with how this turned out. It honestly came together very nicely in the end. And just like that, we are done. You guys, I am so beyond thrilled with how that turned out. That probably might be my new favorite space in my home. I can't believe how well that came together. I hope you guys enjoyed decorating with me. It was truthfully relaxing for me, and it was just nice to just kind of get back into some of my creative mind and just kind of get back to my roots a little bit, because it's just been a while since we've done anything like this, so it's been nice. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe. And as always, make sure you hit that notification bell. That way you don't miss out on any future content. As always, guys, please stay safe and happy Halloween.